So as I was reading through the Konosuba light novel, I came upon the realization, nobody understands Aqua. Now, I've understood the deep philosophical side to Aqua for some time, which is why she is best girl, but I'll try to keep my personal bias a bit low. I'm just full to the brim with joy to share my affection of the Axis cult, sect, with other people. For the purpose of this video, I'll keep spoilers to a minimum in the hopes that Season 3 eventually graces our presence, and full disclosure, I haven't caught up to the end of the light novel just yet, so this will be primarily from an anime perspective, but this means my analysis could become deeper once I do catch up. But before we get into talking about the beautiful goddess of water, this video was sponsored by Icarus M, Riders of Icarus, link in the description. The massively popular Riders of Icarus is finally coming to mobile platforms, and who doesn't want to ride a dragon? Basically, mounted combat is the name of this game. Endless battles filled with tension and excitement begin as the red moon rises, so join the massive war to defeat world-ending bosses, win battles, and earn powerful rewards. Experience battles in the vast sky far beyond the sea, beyond the ground, and finally be free to fly wherever your heart may take you. Like I said before, mounted combat is where this game strives, and with the familiar, your pet of choice, you can tame them, train them, and have them battle in tournaments to make them more than just a pet. Right now there's a pre-registration for the mobile version, so using the special Shuckmeister link in the description, you can get $30 worth of valuable items and limited edition familiar lovely Polio and familiar pet lovely Devi. Also, pre-registration helps them reach their goal, so the more pre-registrations we get, the more items you can get for pre-registering. Also, you get a chance to participate in the CBT. Nice. So what are you waiting for? Very special thanks to Valov and Icarus M for sponsoring this video. Aqua is the Arch-Priest of Kazuma's party, boasting impressive healing and purification magic. Aqua has been seen as the weakest link in the group due to her constant fumbling, brash personality, and limited combat abilities. Aqua is useless. Where have you heard that before? Pretty much everywhere. Recanting tales of the infamous blue thing ruining your party's chances of success. Her divine talents are seen by many as wasted for the fact that she chooses to put her skill points into party tricks rather than useful abilities. To understand the importance of Aqua, you first have to understand the importance of Aqua. Why water? Let's take a trip back to a time before the dinosaurs. In the Paleozoic era, during the Cambrian period, life exploded due to the development of one of our most important adaptations, eyes. And if you use your eyes, you will soon realize that Aqua is in fact best girl. But back on topic. Prehistoric life began in the ocean. And where in fact does Kazuma get his second chance at life? Well, it begins with Aqua herself. The reason Aqua was chosen to bring Kazuma back in the first place is because water is where life began. Water is inside all of us, hints to our origins, and we can never truly be without it, just like Aqua. But then why is Eris the god that meets him every time he dies after that? Like a sail being blown in the wind, Eris is the one who allows Kazuma's journey to continue, since life populated the land and fresh air after water. Eris represents air itself, and this goes beyond her name just sounding like air. Eris, air. If only there were a certain ability that she taught Kazuma that he used to steal things out of thin air. And while we're on the topic of elements, Megumin's burning passion ignites Kazuma's desires to be an anti-simp and an awesome adventurer. So she is obviously representative of fire, and darkness is the stone-hard, sturdy bastion of the group. And what's harder than the earth itself? This makes Kazuma the avatar, and you gotta deal with it. Master of all four waifus, sip to none. Aqua is meant to be the true balance of the group though, one between the lolly appeal of Megumin and the Sugoi Dakai appeal of darkness. Aqua's proportions are perfect for that reason, and her role in the group only solidifies this center of balance. Let's just go over a bit of what Aqua has contributed during the 2 seasons of anime and the movie. She lifted a death curse off of darkness, saved several people from near death, purified an entire lake filled with crocodiles, exorcised a whole mansion, removed a barrier on the Destroyer Fortress, gave the Arch-Wizard Keel a peaceful death, purified Hans's toxins, dealt the finishing blow to Hans, resurrected Kazuma at least 4 times, and buffed Kazuma's luck to the point where he would not be permanently dead. While Megumin is the best at dealing finishing blows, and Darkness is the best at protecting and saving Kazuma, Aqua stands out as the one with the most influence in the party and how they perform. And here's the kicker, she kinda knows it.
IQ level is dumb high, alright? I'm not trying to brag. My IQ level's 189.
No, that's wrong.
Yes! Aqua is sluggish, slothful, and smug when she's not in danger because she knows how valuable her abilities and stats are to Kazuma's party. This is why she chooses to spend her time learning party tricks. This, whether intentional or not, forces Kazuma to pick up the slack and grow stronger as an individual. While her outbursts of crying and screaming make it seem like she's ungrateful, I think her actions speak louder than words. She knows as long as Kazuma is alive, she will eventually return to her lost status. While I can't deny that Aqua desperately wants to return to her life of luxury, during her time in Axel, she is free to indulge in the sins of man. This is truly brilliant about her character because having a goddess turn around and fall into depravity and alcoholism when most of her powers are relinquished seems oddly satisfying. Imagine you're in her position for a moment. Some snot-nosed neat who wet himself to death in the most beta way possible just dragged you into a world where you're still allowed your divine abilities, but you are no longer top goddess and can't rule the roost. I would be pretty pissed if that was me, and I would waste my time eating, sleeping, drinking, moaning, and learning party tricks. I would love to spend my time meeting my worshippers and spread the news about how my Kohai pads her chests. I would try to make the best out of a crappy situation, which is what Aqua tries each and every day. For the majority of the quests that they take on, she is at least reasonably optimistic, but because Konosuba is Konosuba, things never go the way they should in the end, which is why we're allowed to see her at her most fundamental level. Aqua suffers from the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is a cognitive bias that allows people with a low ability to overestimate their own ability. And while many times this is played for jokes, like with the OP frogs, it is something that Aqua takes very personally. When finally meeting her devout followers, they immediately out her as a fraud, sending her into a further downward spiral where she needs to prove herself during the season 2 finale. From an outsider looking in, you know Aqua's abilities are enough to carry her and her party through this world. But from her perspective, she sees that no one, not even Kazuma at times, appreciates what she is and what she does. But I do, because I know how it feels to be in a situation like that, and hopefully now you guys can see why I stand the goddess, who may be useless, but I'm a Muda type of guy, so it just works. Also, has anyone noticed that the Axis cult is literally just another anime personifying JoJo fans? Like, this is all the more reason you should join. Thank you so much for watching. Useless Aqua is a pretty high quality meme though, so I will surely continue using it. Be sure to enjoy this very special week of content before I head back to campus to continue work on my master's degree. But I'm sure all the Mega Mean Lolicons are gonna let me know how terribly wrong I am in the comments below. So while you're down there, why don't you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bronze on if you want to see more videos like these. Have a beautiful doing, and I'll see you all next time.